Hi friends, welcome back to the ASTRA program presented by the AKKA IAS Academy. So in this slide I'll be dealing with few of the basic concepts relating to time and work. Okay, so to solve the problems based on time and work, so what are the basic ideas or basic concepts what you need to know? So let's begin. Time and work. So first concept is called as chain rule. This concept is called as chain rule. Okay, in this chain rule you will be encountering two types. See, consider there are two persons, person 1 and person 2. They are working for D1 and D2 days. Okay, and for each day they will be working for H1 and H2 hours. So they will be completing work W1 and W2. Okay, see, work is given here. Work is given here. So in this type of problems, when work is given, the ratio will be, that is the formula will be P1 H1 and D1 divided by P2 H2 and D2. That will be equated to work 1 down by the work 2. Okay, so when we solve the problems, you'll be getting to know how to solve this formula. Just for the time being, try to remember when work is given. So this is the formula is being applied here. So the second case, when work is not given, so then what happens? Person 1, so how many hours per day and how many days will be equated to person 2, so how many hours and how many days. Okay, when work is not given, so this is the formula. Okay, say for example I'll be solving here. Let us take an example here. Okay, so 15 men, okay, 15 men can type 3240 pages. Okay, for 6 days, 2 hours per day. See, the data given here is, so this is the work done here. Okay, so how many months are there? 15 months are there. So how many days they are working and for how many hours they are working. Okay, so then the question will be, how many men can type 5400 pages working for 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day for 3 days. See, by seeing this you can always say that this is the type 1. See, work is given here, hours is given here, 15 months are given here, persons, how many persons are there. So by seeing this data you can always relate it to, you can easily relate it to the first type. So what is the first type? P1 H1 D1 divided by P2 H2 D2, that will be equated to W1 by W2, right? So 15 into 2 into 6 divided by how many months are there? So X here, so 4 into 3, that will be equal to 3240 divided by 5400. Yes or no? These are this much is the work done here, W1 by W2. So upon solving this, what we'll be getting here is 3 1 times 5 3s are 15. Okay, 2 1 times 2 2 times 2 1 times 2 3 times. Okay, and then 3 3s are 9. See, this is not 3 3 times, it's actually 5 times. 3 5s are 15, right? Okay, so 15 divided by X will be, this 0 0 gets cancelled, 324 divided by 540. Yes or no? So 15 divided by X will be, how which table it goes? So 162, then this will be 2, so 4 2 7 0, then this goes in 81, 2 8s are 16, then 2 1s are 2 3s are 2 5s. Okay, so 81 by 135, 15 by x. So x will be 80. This 81 will be going down here. X will be 81, so 135 into 15. So 9 9s are 81. So upon solving this, we will be getting 9 9s are 9 1s are 9 4s are. Okay, then 3 3s are 9, 3 5s. See, actually this is 9 5s are 45. I have mistaken here. Okay, see, 3 1s are 3, 5s are 15, so 5 5s are 25. So x will be 25 here. So 25 persons working for such and such day, for working for those many hours, will be completing the work given here. Okay, so in the same case, what happens is, when hours is not given, see, then formula will be person 1 into how many days, d1, divided by person 2 into d2, that will be equal to work 1 by work 2. This is the condition here. Okay, see, in the next page I will be dealing with the efficiency concept. Efficiency. Here, more efficient and less efficient, these two concepts will be coming here. See, first case, consider A is 2 times efficient than B. So by reading this statement, what you will get to know is A is 2 times efficient than B. If at all B does some work, say for example 10 days he will be taking to complete a work. So what amount of days the A will be taking is 2 times efficient, right? 2 times efficient means he A will be obviously taking lesser amount of time to complete than B. What the amount of lesser time he will be taking? 2 times lesser than. Okay, so 2 times, so he will be taking 5 days. Yes or no? This can be written in the equation form like this. Okay, if at all B completes a task in 10 days, A will be completing it in 5 days, because A is 2 times efficient than B. Okay, so if A takes X amount of days to complete the work, then B will be taking 2x days to complete the same work, right? As A is efficient than B 2 times. See, this, while substituting this equation in the formula, while substituting these values in the equation, you need to be very cautious, right? If at all you make mistake here, the whole problem will be misleading. So for example, consider again. Okay, A is thrice efficient than B. Okay, if A is X, then B will be 3x. Yes or no? As simple as that. If at all A is taking 10 days, B will be taking 30 days. Okay, so again, if at all it is 4 times efficient, then what happens? A will be X and B will be 4x. Okay, so other kind of problems what we will be getting here is A is 50% more efficient than B. Okay, A is 50%, they are given in 50%. Here they had given 2 times, 3 times, 4 times they had given here. So what will happen is, if 2 persons are there, A and B, so A is 50% more efficient. Yes or no? So if at all A is completing 100% of work, B will be completing 150% of work in the same time. Yes or no? This doesn't tell that, see, A will be doing 150% of work, or B will be doing, when 100% of work is done by B, A will be doing 150% of work. No, this is wrong here actually. Okay, the substitution should be like this. If at all A, when A does 100% of work, because he is 50% more efficient than B, so when B is doing 150% of work, A will be doing 100% of the work. This is as simple as that. Okay. See, the another case will be, what will have another case will be, if at all A takes 50% more time than B. See, this is the different case here. They are talking about efficiency. Don't confuse here. Here they are talking about the more time, 50% more time than B. So if at all consider B is doing X amount of work, A takes 50% more time, that is X plus 50% of this X. Yes or no? So this kind of substitution you need to be very cautious here. When you do the substitution clearly in the problems, then only problems will be as cakewalk. Okay. Now in the next page I will be dealing with the fractions of work. Fraction of work. Say for example, consider 2/3 of work is completed by A in 10 days. How much of work? 2/3 of work is completed by A in 10 days. Okay. A alone takes to complete entire work in how many days? How many days? Okay, this is the question here. So 2/3 of work is completed by in how many days? 10 days. Okay, so to complete full work, that is one amount of work, so what is the days here? It is as simple as that. Okay, this substitution you need to make right here. Okay, so for 2/3 days of work, 10 days they are taking. So for one amount of work, that is one complete amount of work, how many days are taking? So to complete 10 days into 3/2, it is as simple as that. Okay, so for 10 days they will be taking 2/3 amount of work, right? So for 10 days 2/3 amount of work is there. So 10 into 3/2, I will be getting it as 2 5s, so 5 3s 15. So one complete work will be completed by A in 15 days. This is as simple as it. So there are many methods to solve. Okay, see, for example, 2/3 amount of work they have given. Okay, so what is the remaining amount of work? 1 minus 2/3. So when you take LCM, what will be there? 3 minus 2, that is 1/3. So 1/3 remaining work is there. It is as simple as that, right? So for 2/3, 10 days, so plus 1/3, that will be X, that will be equal to 1 amount of work. Yes or no? 10 plus X, that will be equals to 1. No, how many days that will be taking? Okay, this will be the formula here. So for 2/3 amount of work he is taking 10 days. So 1/3 amount of work, how many days he will be taking? See here, 2/3 10 days. So what do you mean by 2/3? Actually there are 3 parts, 1 2 3. So out of the 3 parts, 2 parts he is taking 10 days. So obviously for one part he will be taking 5 days here. Yes or no? So this 1/3 work will be completed in 5 days. So what is the total amount of days? 10 plus 5, that will be equal to 15. So there are many methods to solve this problem, but the basics should be very much clear to you. So what you need to substitute and what you need to substitute, that should be very clear to you. So second type will be dealing here. If A completes a work in 20 days, for example 20 days, okay, if to do 2/5 of work, how many days? Okay, so what you need to know is So for 20 days into how much work he should be completing? 2/5 of the work, right? So what is the days here? So 5 4s are, so 4 into 2, so 8 days. So to complete the 2/5 amount of the work, he'll be taking 8 days. It is as simple as that, but you need to know how to write the formula here. Okay, see, to deal it in the conventional method, what will happen is, see, one work is there, they are taking 20 days here, they are asking to find 2/5 of the work. Okay, so we shall divide the work in 5 parts here. So 5 parts of the work is there, so total 20 days, right? So they are asking for 2 days. So how many parts of work are there? 5 parts of work are there. So 20 upon 5, that will be equal to 4 days. So for every each part he'll be taking 4 days. So they are asking about 2 parts. So 4 plus 4 is 8. This is also as simple as that. For simpler problems, this conventional method will be working good. Okay, if at all the problem becomes a bit complicated, then this formula method is the best method for you. How you need to know the substitution. Okay, we'll be dealing with the next concept, that is works and wages. Okay, works and wages. Okay, see here, 1 day work done. Then second is, you need to find the ratio. Okay, then third, you need to find the share. See, these are the steps you need to follow, while solving the problem. Okay, while solving the problem, the exact clarity you will be getting here. So the first step in works and wages is, you need to know for 1 day work done. So if they are dealing with 2 persons, okay, for each person 1 day work done. What is the 1 day work done? You need to calculate first. Then you need to find the ratio, that is for person A and person B, they are working for 5 or 10 days, they are given different days. Okay, so then when we find the work done for 1 day for both the persons, then the ratio you need to calculate. Okay, for the total work, a person A to person B, the ratio work done, they will be calculating. So then you need to find the share. If at all they are working for 1000 rupees, okay, for example they are working for 1000 rupees. Okay, then A will be, after finding the ratio, you will be getting that A is to B will be, say, 6 is to 4. So then what is the share of A? 600. Then B is 400. It is as simple as that. Okay, so you need to take precaution to follow these steps in organized way. See, okay, in this concept, one caution you need to take here is, if work done is more, okay, then wage is also more. Yes or no? If work done is less, then wage is also less. This concept you need to know clearly while dealing with this concept. Okay, so the next concept will be working and leaving. If at all a person works for 2 days and leaves, there are 2 persons actually working on that work. So both the persons will be working for some time, and after that a person A or person B leaves the work. So then the remaining work will be completed by the other person left. So what is the total amount of the work you need to calculate, and based upon this works and leaving, also the share of this works and wages also concept will be moving simultaneously. Okay, if at all a person A works for 2 days and leaves, and person B completes the job remaining, so what is the share of the price? Okay, like that the questions will be there. So in the next page I'll be dealing with the works and leaving here. Okay, leaving. Okay, say I'll explain with you an example here. Okay, say for example, consider A plus B, they are working, they can complete the work, in 3 days. Okay, consider. Okay, so then they both worked for, say, for 2 days, then B left the work. Okay, if work is completed after leaving B, if work is completed if work is completed after 2 days, the total amount of work B after leaving the B, it takes another 2 days to complete by A. Okay, so then B alone could do the work in how many days? This is the question here. Okay, you got the question, right? You understood the question. See here, I'll be solving it. Okay, what they have given is A plus B, they can complete a work in 3 days. So for each day, how much work they will be completing? A plus B, they will be completing work for each day, that is 1 divided by 3. This is 1 day's work. This is 1 day's work. Okay, so for 2 days they worked together, so that will be 2 into, yes or no, 1 plus 3, that will be equal to 2/3 of the work. So 2/3 of the work. So here after that B leaves here, B leaves the work here, and the remaining work will be done by A in 2 days. They are given in 2 days, right? So if we consider total work is 1, completed work is 2/3, right? So what is the remaining work then? What is the remaining work is 1 minus 2/3. Yes or no? In total work, this much work is already completed. So what is the remaining work? 1 minus 1/3. Yes or no? So LCM here 3 minus 2, that will be equal to 1/3. So the remaining work will be 1/3. Remaining work will be 1/3, and this 1/3 of work, A will take how many days? 2 days to complete. 2 days to complete. So when you multiply this 1/3 with 2, what you will get? Total completion of one work will be done by 2 into 3 days. Okay, 3 into 2. So A alone can complete work in 6 days. See, A alone can complete work in 6 days, but they have asked B's duration, right? So what we know is A plus B, 1 day's work is 1/3. Yes or no? A's 1 day work will be 1/6, because he completes work in 6 days. So for 1 day he'll be doing 1/6 of the work. So plus B, that will be equal to 1 divided by 3. Yes or no? Upon solving, B equals 1/3 minus 1/6. So what is the LCM here? LCM will be 6. 2 minus 1, that will be equal to 1/6. So B's 1 day work will be 1/6. So B takes 6 days to complete the work. Okay, so this is the formula method you will be dealing with here. So another method I'll be dealing with here. Okay, another method to solve this problem I'll be showing you. So another method is, we know that A plus B 1 day work is 1/3. Yes or no? So A plus B, they are working for 2 days. Yes or no? So then the remaining work, A will be taking 2 days to completing. This is the remaining work. A will be taking 2 days to complete the work. So what is the total work? Total work is 1. See, when you clearly know the substitution of this formula, then the formula becomes easier. Then the solving the problem becomes easier. Okay, so this substitution, so A plus B, they worked for 2 days. So then B leaves. So then the remaining work, A will be taking 2 days to complete. So to complete the one work is 1. So substitute here. Okay, 2A plus 2B plus 2A, that will be equal to 1. So 4A plus 2b, that will be equals to 1. This is the equation 1 we have got here. Okay. Also we know that a plus b, that will be equal to 1 by 3. Yes or no? So a will be equal to 1 by 3 minus b. So substitute the value for a in this equation here. 4a plus 2b is there. So 4 into 1 by 3 minus b, 4a, okay, plus 2b equals to 1. Why we have substituted the value of a here instead of b? Because b's work done is asked here. Okay, so hence we have converted a into b here. See here what will happen is, after solving, 4 by 3 minus 4b plus 2b, that will be equals to 1. So 4 by 3 minus 2b, that will be equal to 1. 4 by 3, I'll take minus 1 here, so minus 1, that will be equals to 2b. So LCM 3, 4 minus 3, that will be equals to 2b. So 4 minus 3 is 1 by 3. 1 by 3, that will be equals to 2b. So b will be 1 by 6. So same method, right? So two methods I have taught you to how to deal with the problem here. Okay. So after this, so these are the some of the basic concepts what you need to know before solving the problems on time and work. Okay, time and work, time and wages. So in the upcoming next video, I'll be dealing with another method of solving this these kind of problems, that is percentage method. Okay, for the first few questions I'll be dealing with the conventional method and formal method. In the last problem of the second video based upon time and work, I'll be taking one question and I'll be solving it in the percentage method as well. If at all you know this conventional method is bit lengthier, but to understand the basic concept, this is the best way you need to solve it. Okay, when you get hold on these subjects, then when you apply the percentage method also, so then the solving the problem becomes easier. Okay, thank you for staying such long.